I've done homeless outreach now for about a year and a half now. As an outreach counselor, my job essentially is to outreach homeless individuals on the peninsula and help them get connected to services, whether that's our service through our homeless FSP with MCHOME, with Interim, of course, or with other various service providers in the area like Community Human Services or Gathering for Women in the Monterey. A lot of what I do is just walking alongside a client, so I can't run the race for them, but I can help them along the race and help them determine kind of what steps to take. I think the best part about my job is probably the diverse amount of people I work with, including obviously interim staff, community members, community organizations, and then my clients. And being able to basically understand and learn from them, but also identify with their story and help them progress forward. I think government services, of course, are really, really important and definitely necessary because we use technology now for everything. But I think specifically, it's also staying competitive, right? And staying like on the cuff and staying always aware and kind of a step ahead. So I think, and a lot of that has to do with making sure people have access to technology, but the other part of it too is making sure that if like a few weeks ago we got this, a few months ago we got this idea that now you can apply, people with SSI can apply for food stamps, right? So all of a sudden it was this grand thing we have to do where it's like, this is an access to better services for people, this is more access to support, and almost another alleyway to make being homeless a little bit easier. And it's not an easy thing, but if we can maybe decrease the stress level by even 1%, that's at least something, right? So I think that's a kind of a way where, you know, technology now is kind of helping us in terms of moving forward and getting things done faster and getting people services and assistance faster. A particularly really interesting story about a client that we recently housed is this woman who had left a really bad domestic violence relationship, and she had actually chosen to go homeless instead of staying in the relationship, which I think says a lot about her, right? But also about the relationship, that it was so, you know, negative. And with her, we outreached her for about 3 months, and now she's housed at one of our transitional housing programs in Salinas. And she's doing well, and she wants to start therapy to really process all this stuff, and it's a really nice example of how someone can kind of get out of a negative relationship and really, through obviously housing, healing, and hope, really come full circle and start that process.